Not with cancer, with infertility. You know, the females, there's so many estrogenic or chemicals that have estrogenic capacity or will interfere with how we process our estrogen, that it's leading to not just the breast cancers but infertility, because we're not getting the ebb and flow of the normal hormones. So it puts a person into permanent estrogen dominance, which means they don't ovulate, and so they can't get pregnant. Most of my patients who come with fertility problems, if there's nothing functionally wrong, I can get them pregnant within 6, not personally. If we get the liver handling the estrogens properly by taking the burden off the liver, and I will use herbs, generally they can get pregnant within 6 months. Okay?
Well, on that note, that would be pretty interesting to give a case study. Now, I remember I've got one written down here on that, where somebody from Sydney, that was infertility. They were age 30. They'd had years of treatments, and then they came to you. And I wonder, because it's not clear. It's an interesting journey. Could you?
Well, this was a young woman, and she was. It was unexplained infertility. So her husband was okay, sperm count was okay. She'd had all the tests. They said she was ovulating. You know, her tubes were patent, nothing wrong. She'd had 2 goes with fertility drugs, nothing had happened. And actually her life was wrecked because she wanted a baby so much and it was consuming her. So she phoned me up and she said, "Oh, I've heard about you, can you help me?" And so I took her case and I said, "But this is really easy." And she said, "Well, what do you mean?" I said, "There's absolutely nothing wrong with you." And within 2 months she was pregnant. She had a miscarriage. But she decided to keep on the program, and her specialist had said to her, "Well, if you're not pregnant in 9 months, come back and we'll reassess everything." She got pregnant probably the week before she was due to see him, had a beautiful baby boy, and then she's had another pregnancy since. But I must just tell you this is one of the first patients I had with the infertility. This was back in England, right at the beginning. Probably I'd been in practice about 5 years. She was they were one of the first couples to undergo IVF. And she'd come to me, she'd had 2 children IVF, and she'd come to me with terrible hormone problems. So I said, "Well, I can fix those for you," but I said, "You have to be careful because you could become pregnant. So make sure if you don't want any more children, make sure you have some form of contraception." She just laughed at me. She said, "If you knew what we've been through just to have these children, there is no way I'm going to get pregnant." Within 3 months, she was pregnant. It was so devastating to her that I didn't know what to say. I didn't know whether to say congratulations. She felt that she'd done all that and she didn't need to do all that, and now she was in a position where she didn't want any more children, and it was a huge trauma. So now normally with patients, in my experience, they will go on to miscarry. So it takes a while. You can't just say, get the body right in 2 months. But we actually see that they can get pregnant. So I was pretty convinced she'd probably lose that baby, and she did. And it was a good thing in her case. But for me, I thought, wouldn't it be lovely, because her husband was a documentary maker, and they'd made a documentary of the whole thing. I thought, for me, wouldn't it have been lovely if they could put that end bit on? They didn't.